Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going to be jumping back into Standard with a spicy little brew. This deck is actually a list created by Gabriel Nassif, aka Yellow Hat on Twitch, and I was watching him play it, and it was not a deck that I expected to see from him, to be honest. It's a Codie deck. 3 mana 1/4, you can't cast permanent spells. However, for 4 mana, you can tap it and make 5 Wooburg mana. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile an instant or sorcery card with lesser mana value. Until the end of the turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost, and put each other card exiled this way on the bottom of the library in a random order. So, it's kind of a big mana spells deck, and it's probably not what you would expect to see, especially from someone like Gabriel Nassif, who's usually playing like the best decks in the format. But the whole idea is essentially to slap down Codie and then do what you can to play the largest spells. So if you play a Magma Opus for 8, it can cycle and hit anything 7 or less. So we could maybe take an extra turn with Alrund's Epiphany, or hit a Lawhold's Command, which has Lightning Helix and 3/2s and card draw attached to it. This card's honestly probably the best card in the deck, probably followed shortly by Alrund's Epiphany. Yeah, I feel like I should really just play the deck to explain the deck a lot. There's a few changes I've made from Nassif's list. I think he built it for best of 3. I'm building it for best of 1, so I've got some Draconic Interventions in my list. 4 mana sorcery is an additional cost to cast it. You exile an instant sorcery from your graveyard, and then it deals X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the exiled mana's value. So you can use a 4 mana sweeper up to 8 damage with a Magma Opus that we can discard into our graveyard to make a treasure token, again allowing us to ramp into our big spells. Got some Emiria's Calls, so we can make some 4/4s. There's a Starheim Unleashed, which until this deck I had not played at all. So yeah, I'm really excited for this one. It is a 24 land list as well, so got to be making those land drops. Emiria's Call does make it a virtual 26. We have removal in the early game with Scorching Dragonfire as well, allowing us to exile creatures when they die. I don't actually know whether or not the exile is all that relevant in Standard right now. I genuinely don't play too much Standard these days, because it seems to be a little bit too Eldraine focused, and that's just not going to change. So I don't know. I'm here for like wild and wonderful decks though, so you'll see me still playing Standard from time to time. All that in mind. Thrilling Discovery gains 2 life, then you can discard 2 and draw 3 if you'd like as well. So that does again fuel up the Draconic Intervention if you like. It also allows us to find our better pieces for our deck. It also means that if we foretell a Starheim Unleashed and then cast it X2, we can get one of these wonderful little things. So, you know, it's an option. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you do, really appreciate if you do hit that like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's carry on. This video is brought to you by the generous support of our wonderful patrons and channel members that you see here. If you'd like to support the channel and get access to cool content like sneak peeks, bonus videos, polls on future content, or access to a personal deck critique from myself every month, then hit the join button down below, or check out the Patreon link in the description. With all that said, let's get into the gameplay. Alrighty then, we're in. This hand has mana, but otherwise has absolutely nothing good going for it whatsoever. Doesn't even have a Codie, so we're here to Codie. And Codie is what we shall be doing. Alright, I'm going to keep this. I'm going to get rid of the Shark Typhoon, I think, because the Starheim on 2 is likely what I'm going to be foretelling. Emiria's Call. So let's go Rogrim Triome tapped. Yeah, my mana base here does allow me to get Codie down. I just hope it allows me to resolve Codie, because that doesn't bode well. It truly does not bode well. I don't think I've actually come up against anyone who's Diamond 4, like, in the several days that I've been playing in Diamond. I guess Diamond 4 is just not a place people are, or Game doesn't want me to play against evenly matched people. I'm not sure. It's one or the other. Alright, got their land. Lay their land. So we're going to get down Codie while we still can. Codie sticks. Opponent probably never seen Codie before in their entire life. Hit the field. Yeah, we see what we do next turn. We've got the 4th mana to activate Codie into the 5 mana, so we got X2 Starheim Unleashed. There's a Galazeth Prismari. Non-dragons, eh? Alright. Did I bottom a thing? I bottomed a Shark Typhoon. I might actually want that. So let's shuffle it back into the deck. I probably should have gotten blue source, actually, but oh well. X2 Starheim Unleash, please. Get a Thrilling Discovery. And 2 4/4s. I'll get rid of the lands here, I think. Keep the Emeria's Call. I might actually be able to cast it. Boop, boop. I still think... Yeah, Draconic Intervention's not actually that good, is it? Because their other card is Goldspan Dragon. So I think I'd rather keep the land. Yeah, let's get rid of Draconic Intervention. It's just... It seems useless. Dragonfire. Okay. So, other than creating the treasure, you just basically make the treasures into mana rocks, for instance, and sorceries. Gotcha. One with the gold span. Wonder if they throw a gold span away. They at least attempt it. I'm going to block here because there's a world where they have like doubles damage cards and things like that, and I'd really rather they didn't chain those together a million times. So we've got 5/6 mana to work with now. Can only really hit Scorching Dragonfire and Thrilling Discovery off of Starheim Unleashed here at the moment. Let's thin the deck. Grab, I think, the 3rd white source for Emeria's Call here. Seems reasonable. And then I guess I go with Starheim Unleashed. It's hard cast here. Could pay the 2. One's got 2 mana here for like quenches and naughty things like that, but let's see if they actually choose them. No choice to use them there. Interesting. So land, I'll find many more. And then we'll foretell Alrund's Epiphany and attack for 4. I believe the 4 attack is a safe one to make, especially with Vigilance. With Lawhold Command, I do question whether or not I even block in this situation. They threw away a dragon last time, they'll do it again apparently. I think I still just do it. I don't think I ever take the chance that Goldspan Dragon can chain together lots of pump spells. Seen a list recently with Channel Fireball. All about that world. Going after my Codie. Damn. How rude. Alright. Well, Fable Passage, crack. Looking for a blue source. I think I've still got one. Yep, 2 of each basic here. I'm assuming they can't stop me with this Alrund's Epiphany, so let's just take an extra turn here. Because I think the Lawhold's command with their Hasty +1/+0 and Indestructible and the 3/2 should be pretty good. You wouldn't have a miscast, would you? You wouldn't be the one person who runs a miscast. Mystical Dispute. Fair enough. That one I can accept. Get you for 4. I still like where we're at, though. Expressive Iteration. 1 into hand, 1 on the bottom, 1 into exile. So land into exile. The third Goldspan Dragon, they just keep on coming. So I kind of feel like this is one that we don't block. Because I do need to close out the game and I'm running out of angels. And I also have this Lawhold command, which may or may not resolve, but we'll see, won't we? For Tells, probably a Saw It Coming. Can also cycle a Shark Typhoon, and there's not too much our opponent can do about that with the Saw It Coming. Which they are holding up right now. With Galazeth Prismari. I think that's the play. The alternative could be trying to get a land with Thrilling Discovery and then holding up the Lawhold command, but I think that's a mistake. Bone Crusher down. Opponent passes. Sheer cowardice. Alright, X4. It's gotta be a Saw It Coming. It's gotta be. So let's bait it out, I guess. Can do an Emerius Call, make 2 4/4s. There's no way they let it resolve. And then the turn after, I can Lawhold command, make a 3/2, give everything indestructible. Might be the line. I think I'm just going to do that. Can't let it resolve. Yeah. Never in a million years does that get to stick. I'll trade here, though. Okay, is this any target? It is any target. Wowee. No blocks here. I should probably start using my life total as a bit of a resource. I think they've found every gold spend now, right? 1, 2... Only 3. Extra turn. 1 unknown in hand. 2 unknowns in hand. Infinite mana, basically. Ooh, dear, that's bad. Yeah. Now we're at 7 and we have nothing. Now what? Emerius Call. So they're flashing in Brazen Borrower. I can block Brazen Borrower and a Galazeth, taking 4, 5, 6. If this card is any kind of interaction, I lose. I can also make a 3/2 to block the Bone Crusher Giant. And then Helix the Brazen Borrower on end step. But if this is a counter, I lose. 3, 4, 5. I do have a Scorching Dragonfire available as well. Or a thrilling discovery. I think I go to end step. I think they instinctively want to do that. And so I go for my Helix, and then I go for my 3-2. 3 here, gain 3. And if it's a counter, I lose. Is it a counter? Otherwise, I might still be in this game. Bone Crusher. I still gain 3, so they haven't read the card. So that's what they were, I'm assuming, trying to prevent. Faceless Haven. Right, I'm saving my Dragonfire for that then. Block. Down to 5. Hard cast Bone Crusher. Or am I? I'm going to... If I go to 3... Next turn I Amiria's Call. I've got blockers for... Galazeth and the Faceless Haven. I trade with Faceless Haven. Take 2. I think I have to actually kill the Bone Crusher here. And go to 3. Oof, owie. Alright, 2 4/4s, please. Don't have Vigilance, though, like, you know, normal ones. And then this is never going to get me a draw 2, I don't think, or a discard 2. So I think I might as well just use it for the gain 2 here and go up to 5. Gives me a little bit of a life buffer in case something goes horribly wrong. But I think anything that goes horribly wrong at this stage in the game will just kill me. So, trade offered. Can't imagine they've got an Embercleave or anything like that. I was considering maybe the possibility of a double block. Alright, there's Zerda. I'm going to hold this card in hand. Sets up stops to make them think that it's something that actually does a thing. If you can remember to do that, it's always a clever idea, because now they think I've got something in my hand, because nothing on board actually activates. So this card must be playable. Oh my god. Am I alive? Did I just win? Target player gains 5 life. Deal 5 here? Actually, no. If I deal 5 here, Law Hold Command is lethal. And there's a Law Holds command. I just need to get to it. So I'm at 10. I can't imagine there's anything that... Oh no, they're dead. Target creature can't block. They need Brazen Borrower, and they've kind of proven that they... Oh no, never mind. I'm such an idiot. They've still got a 1/1. Oh, I'm a silly sausage. I'm still holding up the Dragonfire, though. I don't know why I thought, oh yeah, Prismari's now can't block and now they lose. These birds, apparently I clipped their wings earlier. But yeah, they're dead to this, they're dead to this. Bone Crusher to face, sure. I would be really upset if I lost now because of that silly little maneuver, but I think I'm good. Because now I kill that. And then we Law Holds command them in the face. If they counter, that's their last card, they lose. If they don't, they lose. And we get through with the Zerda because I killed the bird token that time, and there definitely isn't a flyer that can get through that time. Wow, that was a cool game. It's a very irritating deck from our opponent, for sure, but yeah, we got there. We got there. I just wonder what that last card was. It's probably garbage. Probably something garbage that can't do out. It probably won't have been another Stomp or a Bone Crusher. Mostly because they just threw that one out there and played their Bone Crusher, I guess. But I don't know. Either way, though, next game. Okay, we're in. And this hand looks unkeepable. The mana's good, but we don't do anything until turn 4, and it's literally a 4-4. We're going to die long before this hand's useful, so let's hit the mull on that. This one at least has removal, and technically ramp, and a way of defending ourselves, so we'll keep this one. The Inspired Ultimatum can go to the trash. And Adventures. Cool. Alright, Mountain go. Eldraine still proving to be the only set in Standard right now. Scavenging Ooze. So we got a little bit of a question to ask ourselves. Do I kill the Ooze? Do I kill the 1-1 to stop the Lovestruck Beast from being able to attack me? Do I Magma Opus so I'm at 4 mana next turn? I have no 4 mana play, I suppose, except for a 2-2 Shark Typhoon, which doesn't really get me very far. This is going to beat me down. This is going to beat me down faster. We can wait, I guess, is really the plan here. They're going straight to combat. I'm going to let them hit me, because I think if I'm killing anything, it's just going to be that 1-1. So I'll take 1 point just to see what our opponent's doing here, and the answer is nothing. So let's just get that exiled. I don't think we can even cast from the graveyard anyway, so yeah, let's just make a 4-4. Stop our opponent right in their tracks. I think that was a pretty good top deck. Wellborn Preserver. Alright. See if they're still stuck on 2 mana. Looks like they are. And they do get a 1-1 from me when I kill the Preserver, which is pretty much what I'm going to do. I doubt I'm making a 2-2 with the Shark Typhoon, because it doesn't trade very well. Alright, let's get him for 4. It's got Vigilance, so might as well. And let's go tap land here. We're going to pass the turn. There's a Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so I'm going to take this opportunity now to hit the Preserver. They get their 1-1, but because I've done it on their turn, it means I get a little bit of breathing room from the Summoning Sick token. Oh, really? Well, that's pretty good. It's a full board wipe if we want it, but for 2, I can just get rid of all the 2-2s here. So X damage to each non-dragon creature, where X is the card's mana value. So let's just hit for 2. It's not going to get rid of Lovestruck Beast, but Lovestruck Beast can potentially just do nothing anyway. And then we get him for 4. And pass the turn. Probably will crack the Fable Passage. Oof. That's a stinger. It's making me regret not killing it, but at least it is dead. At least it's, sorry, can't attack. It's not dead. It's very much alive and kicking. Literally in certain cases. Right, I need triple red for Inspired Ultimatum, so let's try and make the mana for that work. I can make a 4/4 with Shark Typhoon. It's not quite enough, but it is a threat. It dies to another Inscription, though. Otherwise, I can lump it into the graveyard, which I think is what I'm actually going to do. Try and find better cards. Alright. You know that kind of works. Set up the extra turn. I think we're still going for the Triome, because we've got so many expensive spells, I'd love to just be able to hardcast them, given the chance. Alright. Grunk's Harbinger. So let's just take our extra turn now. Let's thin the deck. I'm pretty sure we can cast everything with double Triome, so let's just grab a white sauce. More lands, that's a stinger. Alright, well, Zerda into play then. At least blocks the Harbinger. Or attempts to, anyway. And blue is a spooky colour, so we'll play it on blue. Yeah, let's do that. Just checking what this actually does other than its passive. It's basically just a free creature in this deck, I think, for the most part. But I am going to trade off with Grunk's Harbinger here. Vivian, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alright, they got reach, so I can't pressure Vivian. Next one might as well have Vigilance, or they might just go for reach again. Yep.
I love making new friends.
Mammoth. And hits us for 3. Come on, we've got so many big spells. Why do we just keep hitting lands? Oh my god, we're gonna die. Okay. Let's see how it is. Like, we could hit a Magma Opus, that's totally fine. We're at hard casting point now. We could redraw with an Alrund's Epiphany. Big old Shark Typhoon at least stops our opponent. I'm going to take the 6, but I'll block the 5. Okay. Well, that would be a reason to have not blocked in that situation. This might not be smart to hold it, but I don't know. Like, we can do a little bit of an ambush, maybe, or we can block and sack. Make another beast. So we are looking for, I guess, a draconic intervention here. So I absolutely must kill a thing. And I think I'll block and sack. So let's block here. Do the Lightning Helix and then the sack the bird. So deal 3, gain 3. Tell me you've got an answer to this. Of all the times... Oh my god, are you serious? When will the land stop flowing? I just really want to know. Of all the times for a deck to be running Snakeskin Veil, this deck would not be up there on my list. But okay. Right, so... Shove this on blue, take an extra turn. It's now protected from my Law Hold command, but that's probably not what I'm going to be using it for anyway. Well, actually, I am. I'm going to be... Well, I'm going to be sacking one of the birds and dealing 3, I think. Because I'm dead to that board state anyway. So that one's definitely getting picked. Yeah, it's just got to be kill one of the Kill one of these guys. Deal 3, gain 3. Sack a permanent. Help. That doesn't really help, and nor does the extra land. We have taken Flooded to a whole new level today, ladies and gents. Three for 5. I wonder. We grab the last land. Lawhold's command gives haste. So that means I can use Codie off of the sacked permanents drawing 2 cards to potentially draw into Draconic Intervention. So we're going to go for sack, we're going to go at the Indestructible and haste. I suppose we could do a land, keep a creature around, and we do have to close the game out at some point, I suppose. So yeah, let's sack a tap land. Float mana. This is 5, 6. It's not enough. Alright, well, Starhive Unleashed then, I suppose. See what we hit. The intervention was right on top. That's a stinger. Ah, really stings. And then Fatale, I suppose. And now we're dead. That was, yeah. I'm not going to say that the deck failed. I'm going to say that the order of the deck made it impossible for literally anyone to win. That was a lot of lands. About half my deck. 6 lands are left in my deck. Our opponent has the answer anyway. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 lands. We drew. Nice. Nice. Alrighty then, we're in. This hand does nothing but ramp, but I'm here for it. So here we go. That's Survitrium. It's been a while. I didn't realise that colour combination did anything in Eldraine. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability to trigger, counter it. I don't think that applies to me. Right? I'll have to look that up. We got all of our planes, so let's grab a red source here. And a blue. That way we can discard the Magma Opus for a little bit of ramp there. Does anything enter cause a trigger? No, nothing. Okay. So yeah, it's just a 1/3 flyer. Good to know. When it passes, well, as long as 1/3 flyer is the only threat that they have, I'm happy. Let's play a planes. Might as well put this in our hand. Might even play it, who knows? It's probably dead, but if it dies to removal and Codie doesn't, we've done our job. You know, I wonder if they're running like Lotus Field. Is that still legal? That's probably still legal. Alright. Pass attempt. Could make a 3/2 for the Bone Crusher. Could protect it by making it indestructible if we wanted to as well. I'm kind of into that. 3/2, that's indestructible. Can't be interacted with by destroy-based removal, so it's a nice little flash creature. Could have Eat to Extinction, I suppose, but I don't really see play at all. So I doubt it. All the commands. All of them. Great. Awesome. Well, in for 3. Play Zerda. Mardu counterspell. Seems not. My Triump's nice and cheap to cycle now. Murderous Rider, eh? Alright, well, Draconic Intervention can probably see a little bit of play. We did manage to get a dead creature here, so less likely for a dead Codie. Professor Onyx. Does this hit only creatures?
New life, new opportunities.
Alright, that's a card we've never seen resolve. We may never see it again, though, because I am close to ulting my ultimatum here. This is 3 to anything, so... I could hasty 4-2s with Indestructible at Professor Onyx. They'd have to trade their Proctor. Necessarily feel like that's all that worthwhile. Kind of just really want to draw a card, honestly. Yeah, I mean... hasty 4-2s, I suppose. So I'm going to go for the block, keep Onyx around.
That's another demerit.
Don't demerit me. Sexy Onyx. I need a red source off the top. And then I can do some special things. Like, close out this game. Have they milled anything over that looks interesting?
There's gotta be something useful.
There really probably should be something useful. That's right, Onyx. I'm starting to think actually what I should be doing is just hitting our opponent in the face with Lawhold's commands constantly. Specifically, hasty 3-2s. Owie. Well, that's a red source. So I could trade to make them trade and then into ultimatum, or I could just ultimatum and then kill Onyx. That seems good, right? Game 5, deal 5. There's my Codie. And they're going to need a shock here, otherwise goodbye Onyx. She did alright for a little while. I'm going to get rid of Draconic Intervention. Part of me just says Codie, honestly, but if I discarded Codie, what would be the point in this video? Ask yourselves that. Croxer. 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I keep the island, I can Magma Opus. Let's get rid of Thrilling Discovery. So that's why Strict Proctor is around, eh? Well, let's hope that the last card slash the card they top deck is not anything useful. Let's see if I can get rid of that Croxer with an attack here, because I'm not planning on blocking. Nope. Nice trade, I suppose. Can play you. Pass the turn. We've got protection from destroy base effects with the Lawhold's command. I'll get rid of a land here. I don't care about the life loss. I also probably don't care about life total either. If I can get a good magma opus off with the Codie and take an extra turn or something like that, that'd be lovely. Sack. Draw 2, okay. We're looking for Codie removal, maybe? Or have we... Oh, we've already got enough from Croxer to come back, I guess. Stomp. Punishment engaged. Indestructible. 3 damage. Codie lives. Strip Proctor. Alright. I think you're dead. I think if I went with Lawhold's command... Yeah, you're dead. 3-2, haste. Kill Proctor. Codie combat damage. Slap you with the book. And that'll do it. Alright, fair enough. Well, that, ladies and gents, is going to do it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed. And if you have, I'd really appreciate if you do hit that like button and subscribe as well for more content like this in the future. And yeah, hope you have a great day. Take care.